Hey. 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 Hi. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Jason123 here, and today I am here with another video. This time it is going to be a versus video, and in today's video we are going to be comparing two cameras, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all of the similarities with the cameras, all the differences, and then out of the two that I have, I will say what I prefer in my opinion. So basically the two products that we are going to be reviewing today is the Audero handheld camcorder, which I have done a previous video on the channel. If when this one comes out, I'll leave a link to it in like a show note or something in the description, so you can go and check it out. But I have not done a review on this one, but this is the one that I am going to be showing you. This is, if this thing wants to focus, the Samsung DV151F. Now basically this is basically my cheaper version of a Canon G7X, instead without the foldable out screen, and also you can't put mics on this. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. So first things first, let's talk about the similarities and the differences of the Audero camera. Basically, what this is advertised as is a 1080p 60 frames per second camcorder, and it's basically very, very simple to use. This thing can go on a tripod. It records 1080p 60 frames per second video, and also it also takes 1080p 60 frames per second photos as well. So basically the easiest way to work this thing is that in the right, you have, I think it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6 buttons on the side. Basically you've got this button here, that if I put this a little bit closer and I flip it, that's basically your access to your SD card. So basically you put that in, and basically if you've got enough stronger hands, you'll be able to get it out. But this one is a Medion 16 gigabytes, and it's pretty simple to put back in. You face it like this way, and then you just slide it in, and it's a clip in, and you're ready to go. Now the other buttons is that when you are recording, you've basically got a light button. When you press that as soon as, if you're recording a vlog in a dark place, then basically you will be able to shed some light onto yourself and block out the other parts of the video. Then you've basically got the playback button, which is basically as soon as you've recorded a video, you click that button and then you click OK, which is on the back of this thing, and then you basically go through and play your recording basically. Then you've got your display, basically meaning that if I just turn this on a second, and you heard that noise, so basically if I go to now display, and as you can see, or probably not if this camera wants to focus, probably not, but basically on the screen when you first get it in video, when you change it to video mode, it'll have a picture of a video, it'll have a HD with a line sort of thing, and it will also have P. But if you don't want that, you just click the display and you've basically got a normal bog standard basically video camera. So now with that, you've got your menu as well, which is basically where you change your settings. Like you can have this 1280 by 720, 1920 by 1080, and things like that. So it's pretty simple to use as a camera, and basically you can see it's basically an easy move around sort of camera. Now the other things that really is happy for me with this is because it has an HD lens, so you can zoom in to about 16 sort of inches. I think it's either 16 or it's something else. But basically, as you can see, I'm zooming in straight at the camera that I'm using like that, and that's the furthest it will zoom into, which is 16 times optical zoom. It's also good for vlogging when you hold it out like this. You can also adjust the strap. Also has the light feature, which I'll show you now. As you can see, you've just seen a little bit of light shed like on my face basically, and it's pretty simple to use. Now I will go over the downsizes of this. Basically, with the Audio camcorder, it does not have an external mic output. Basically, with this, it does not come with it. It's basically just the standard mic that comes with this. So the only way that you'd be able to get a external mic onto this is if you have a USB microphone that's small enough and compatible enough with this camera, and you may have to like sellotape it on the top because there's no other place to like attach it with. So yeah, that's that basically out of the way. The other downside of this is when you are recording, the audio does sound pretty terrible, but that's pretty much what you're going to get for this type of camera. So let's just turn that off a second, and now let's go over the pros and the cons of the Samsung D151F. So basically, the first thing about this camera that I love is basically, if I just turn it on now, and as you can see on the screen, it's just loading up, but as you can see me obviously on here. But then when I click one of the buttons called FLCD, I can basically see like right in front of us, and I can also see right in the face of me. So basically I can use like this for vlogging, which is what I have used for the vlogging purposes, and it's really like good quality video as well. It does I think it's 720 or it's 1080, I don't really know to be honest, but basically you have about a few buttons basically with these things. So basically you've got, because I think if I go out, and this thing also does take some good quality photos, so if I go over to the Smart Auto mode and just take a picture like very up close, and now it's just processing the image. It's processed the image, so that is pretty good. I think it does brilliant quality. So if I go over to the Smart Movie section, basically I can do the vlogging as I've said before, and also you've got your playback button as well, so you can basically go through each of your videos. But also this thing has something called multiple delete. Basically when you click the trash button, it will either ask you to delete a file, which is only one that you've allowed, or if you click multiple delete, you can basically click each one that you want to get rid of, and basically just click the trash bin again. And because you've actually selected that as the thing, then that is basically what will happen with this thing. But you've got all sorts of modes, and let me just run you through some of them. You've got Smart Auto, you've got Program, Smart Movie, Movie itself, Settings, Live Panorama, Scenes. For your photo stuff, you've got your photo editor, you've got albums, you've got Magic Frame, Beauty Pick palettes, and all other stuff. But the only reason why I like this camera so much is because instead of having to, like with some cameras like this one, when I do the recording, I will have to take the SD card out of this thing, put it into an external card reader, and then basically edit the footage on my PC. With this, I can pretty much do two things. I can either just plug a USB port into the side panel, which I'm showing you now, and plug it straight in and get the image stuff off there, or I can download I've downloaded an app on my phone called Samsung Smart App, and I also downloaded Mobile Link. So basically when I click the Wi-Fi button and I wanted to send anything, just select the files from the camera, hook up with their Wi-Fi, and basically it will transfer the data over. And also, the thing I forgot to mention with these cameras is that this one, if I just take out the battery a second, it's a BP70A battery. It's pretty good, to be honest. It lasts a really long time. But with the, let me just go back to it a second. With this, let me just do this a second. If I clip it from the side, it's a massive battery. And it's basically this battery, if the camera wants to focus. It's basically an Orduro battery, and it comes out from the side where your hand grip is. Now that it could be a downside for people that want to buy this product, because people want to grab the battery out really fast, start charging it, and then doing it again. But basically with this camera, it's too difficult in my opinion. With this one though, it's just you click once, then you fold down, then you just unhook the blue thing, and then you just take it out and plug it into your charger or something. But then when you want to put it back in, all you've got to do is slide the blue, put it like an angle like this, slide the blue, wait until it clips, and basically fold down, and you're ready to go. And basically that is now all of the pros and cons of each of the items. So basically, now getting to my overall opinion on which one would I choose. Would I choose the D51F as a starting camera, or the Orduro camera? But in my opinion, the winner by a mile is the Samsung D151F. Why do I hear you ask? Because this thing is way cheaper than a Canon G7X. Well, that's when people want to record the 1080p videos and start taking YouTube really seriously. With people like me, I don't want to take YouTube like massive serious, but what you call it, I've got like a good thing for it, basically. I enjoy doing what I do, but basically I can do you can do normal vlogs with this, you can take photos in brilliant quality, and basically you can now, you can do live panoramas with this thing. With this one, it's the audio that I think brings it down, but also it's the tripod thing. When I got this camera, the tripod mount thing was very loose. It wasn't like hooked on. With this one, it's engraved into the actual camera, so that's a lot more helpful in my opinion. And with this one as well, no external mic, but also this one does have an external mic. But basically, I prefer this one because people think that you know to do with the cameras, like with these ones for an example. If you're trying to do like video that's like you're behind the camera and basically recording, basically what that will do, because this mic is so close towards the screen, it'll basically block your audio, so it'll make it a lot more harder to edit. But with this one, the camera placement of this is just right. It's right at the top, especially where the logo says D151F, and it's got two ports, one next to the power button as well. But basically, in my opinion, this one definitely wins. And basically, that is it for this versus video. Sorry if it was too long in your opinion, because I wanted to try and get through every single thing to do with both of these cameras. I've tried both of them. I still prefer the Samsung one better, but I wanted to try and get through everything I could basically in this video. So yeah, that is it for the first episode of Versus. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and put your comments down in the section below of what you want to see happen on this channel. We are very close to 100 subs, so keep subbing, and at the end of when we get to 100 subs, I will do something insane, and as I keep saying before in all of my videos. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, thanks for all your support, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Peace.